What up, y'all? Tap in, tap in. You're tuning into the Real Inward Growth and Development Show. I'm your host with the most, your boy Dub. I'm known as Goombaya in other parts of the world. Tap in, y'all. I want to kick it with y'all for a minute. Y'all know when y'all enter the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, yada, yada. But share this to someone that you think might need this other than yourself. You heard? I want to kick it with y'all for a minute, man. What I want to kick it to y'all about is who's driving the whip? Huh? Who's driving the whip? Your mind or your emotion? Huh? Who's driving the whip? See, your mind got to drive that whip, man. Your mind, you got to control your mind. Because if you let emotions control the whip, that's like getting behind a car and just pressing the gas without holding the steering wheel. Huh? It's like when I talk about the whip, it's like this. It either could be a whip, or you the one beating, or you the one getting beat, or it could be the car. You know what I mean? Or you the one driving, or you the one over there in the back seat. That's how your mind and emotion is. You know what I mean? Your mind got to be the controller. Your emotion is always going to tell you about the fear, the feeling, remembering certain things, but it can't be in control. Emotions go all over the place, man. If you let emotions steer the whip, which is you, it will just crash. Huh? You could be feeling all good with emotion 1 minute, then you could be feeling all down with emotion, man. Huh? Emotion is too expensive, man. Too expensive. Emotion costs time. Huh? Emotion costs relationships. Huh? Emotion could cause progress. Just think about it, man. Some people, because of emotion, you could stay involved with something too long because you're too emotionally involved with it. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, you could dead a relationship because your emotions went crazy. A relationship that you should have kept, you wound up deading it because of your emotion. You know what I mean? Emotion could cost you relationships. So emotion is very expensive, man. You have to control your mind. Your mind is in control. You know what I mean? That's why it even says in the Bible, think with your mind, not your heart, man. Because your heart can feel this and feel that. But when you know the truth, you're anchored. You know what I mean? When you know the truth, even it ain't saying that the emotions won't come and you won't feel the type of way. But when you're anchored, you steady staying still. Like, nah, that's not the truth. Because your mind could tell you all, you know what I mean? Your emotions could tell you all kind of things. But if your mind ain't strong, you can't say, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Hold on, let me think right quick. Is that the truth or that's my emotions talking, man? Some things you tight at today, you might not even be tight next week about. Huh? And so forth in the third. You could be feeling one day, and then the next minute you ain't even feeling it like that. Because your mind is your emotions is all over the place. You can't have your emotions driving the whip. You know what I mean? It's like you on a snow, like it could be a blizzard. Road is all icy and whatnot. Your emotions will just let the car go out of control. Bing, crash. But when you know that, now you know to just be still and steady. When the roads are slippery, when the roads are icy. You know what I mean? It'll blow you back and forth, your emotions, like a tide. It'll go there, it'll go there. You can't have your emotions running the show. It's the passenger. It's never the driver. You know, your emotions will let opinions control your worth. You will think the opinions of somebody else, because of your emotions, dictate your worth. Huh? Or you will let fear control you. That's what emotion does, man. You got to be a steward of good thoughts. You got to be a steward of controlling your mind. Huh? Don't let your emotions take over, man. It'll have you full with regret, man. How many times your emotions ran loose? You said something to somebody, you know what I mean? Later on, you felt like, damn, I shouldn't even have did that. Huh? Or you overcommitted because you was feeling so excited, and then later on, you realize that wasn't it for you. That's what emotion does, man. Now, being a master of yourself doesn't mean that emotions won't come and things. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean control of everything. It's just meaning you are anchored in your mind, and you know what's right, and you know what's wrong, and you know what's true, and you know what's lies. Stop me when I'm lying, y'all. You know what I mean? Emotions will have you believing some stuff just because you felt good at that time, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. That's why it says it in the Bible. Any of these old philosophers, the first thing they tell you is that you got to control your emotions. You got to put your emotions in a straight headlock. Like, nah. And that's the one thing that discipline helps you with. When you know that you strong in your discipline, your emotions can't come in there and conquer. Your emotions can't come in there and be boss for the day. Because you know with your discipline, like, nah, that ain't how we rock. You know what I mean? Your emotions can have you lose a perfect opportunity. You know what I mean? Your emotions can make you stop something that you've been working on for so long because you felt a way at that time. Like, that ain't working. That's what emotion does, man. You know what I mean? What up, y'all? I wanted to come back and finish this video and whatnot. My phone died earlier. I'm just getting back to it now. But like I was saying, like, emotion, when you're being too emotional, you could dead something that you've been doing for so long just because you got mad and your emotions took over and you put down that. You heard? I could tell y'all, like, a little personal story. When I was coming up, I used to play football and I was nice. You know what I'm saying? I was alright. I was pretty alright. And I had a little back and forward with the coach. And I got so mad. And I just quit the team. You know what I'm saying? I got two of my buddies that played in the NFL. Now they retired and whatnot. And I'll just be imagining, like, damn, if I just didn't do that. I'm talking about I had the offers. You know what I mean? But I wound up quitting because I let my emotions get the best of me. So you cannot have your emotions driving the whip. You know what I mean? And that's just that. That's just a little inkling. And I was a youngster then. But adults go through this all the time, you know? And the sooner you find out about that is when life really gonna start. Because how many decisions that you made based off emotions more than just basing off your mind? Just think about that. You know what I mean? Now, not saying that all your decisions came from your emotions, but some of them did, and the ones that's probably costly was the one that you did with emotions. You probably stayed with a partner too long. or you probably didn't get with somebody, you know what I mean, based off of that, or whatever. You know what I mean? You forgave somebody that you know that it was no coming back from that, but you still chose to forgive and forgive. There's nothing wrong with forgiving, but that don't mean that you gotta try to make it back to how it used to be. You know, your emotions do stuff like that, and you gotta really think about that when you start moving forward out here, man. Cause once you get that real understanding that you gotta have full control of your mind, that's when life is really gonna start. Can't even say it no more, man. Real talk. Because, being happy and all this type of stuff and joyful and all that, that's all in your mind. No external thing can do it more than you just liking it and yourself. You got some people in other third world countries. You even got some homeless people who are way happier than people who's making 100,000, 200,000 a year. Real talk. And it's because of what their mind is like. So that's why you can't let your emotions drive the whip. Your emotions is the passenger. Hell, it could be the back seat. In the back seat. But at the end of the day, it can't be behind the wheel. So guys, that's my video for today. Leave a comment in the comment section to let me know who's driving your whip, your mind or your emotions. Until next time, salute your boy.